Welcome to Chapter 2 of Golden Ogre's Dragon Warrior for the NES Beginner's Guide. To start this chapter, we prepared for our first journey east with a hand axe, chainmail, large shield, and 1800 gold, so we should be ready to go now. Now if you look at the map, you can either avoid the swamp and take the bridge north and then go south to the next bridge, or you could take the shorter route just above the mountains near Brecconary. Just keep in mind if you walk through the mountains and trees that you'll get a higher encounter rate. The choice is yours, but our goal is to cross the second bridge and then go northeast to Cole, our first destination. Also, keep in mind that the enemies are a bit stronger, so make sure you save just in case you get wiped out so you don't lose any of that 1800 gold. You may be anywhere from level 8 to level 10, which is where you want to be at this point. I'm leaving from Tentacle Castle at level 9, and I'll take the longer route as well. You'll start to notice that some enemies will just run away, which is nice, especially consider how high the encounter rate is. When you see the second bridge, head north and just stay left of the desert and you'll see Cole up ahead. The old man confirms we made it to Cole. The shop to the right has a soldier that tells us there are strong weapons east of an area called Hawksness. At the shop you may be tempted to buy a half plate, but don't bother. We've got better plans for our money, so don't worry about it right now. The gray soldier says Gwaelin is afraid of music of the flute. Not sure what that means, but we'll take note of that. Someone else referencing Nestor. Still don't know anything about that guy. This old man talks about fairies and a flute and of course Gwaelin. Seems like we might need a flute to deal with Gwaelin at some point. Apparently this bath cures rheumatism. Not sure what that means. If you walk across the swamp and speak to the old man, he tells you that you're brave but you're lacking the right weapons. Head south and you can avoid a locked door. Speak to the green guy, lets us know about the town of Remaldar. That's actually our next destination. The soldier near the bottom tells us we can buy keys at Remaldar. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Talk to the shop owner and pick up the wings. This will warp us back to Tentacle Castle instead of walking all the way back. This will come in handy later. Now you don't know it yet, but there's a special item hidden in this town. Now I can pretend like I don't know and wait till the next town to find out, but this game is already a grind, so I'll spoil this clue. The flute everyone's talking about is actually on the ground 4 squares from the path. Just search your feet and you're good to go. If you're hurt, heal up and get ready to move on. Start heading south where we came from, but head towards the swamp. You take damage every step, so make sure you check your health so you don't get surprised with no health on your next enemy encounter. You can cast Radiant if you're level 9 or use a torch, but more importantly, I need you to go straight down until you stop. Then zigzag downward, then left to get out of there. Don't explore the cave. If you do, you'll regret it. Once you're outside the cave, just head east around the mountain and desert. Keep going and you'll spot a small island with a town. That's Remaldar, our destination. Stay healthy and survive till then. Welcome to Remaldar. This lady doesn't have tomatoes. That's fine, I hate tomatoes. The inn has a pair of locked doors. We can buy keys in this town to see what's in that chest, but it's a wing, and we already have one, so I've saved you some money already. You can thank me later. Now let's hit up the weapon shop. That 1800 is so we can pick up the broadsword, a much needed upgrade. The full plate and magic armor will be next on our list, but we're not ready to grind just yet. Also, now you know why I said not to buy a half plate earlier. If you did, it's not a big deal, it's just a full plate is better, and 1000 is hard to come by early in this game. The Grey Soldier mentions that the Stones of Sunlight are located in Tentacle Castle. We don't really know what that means, but with some magic keys I'm sure we can find them. Inside the tavern, nothing really exciting to learn from the locals, but the old man at the counter asks if you know about magic places. We don't, but he states that there's one to the south. We'll go there at some point, but right now we're not ready to make that journey. The old man on the mini island tells us that Erdrick creates a rainbow and uses it near the west part of the island we're on currently. We'll make a note of that, and also tells us that Erdrick entered the darkness from the hidden entrance in the room of Dragonlord. So, if we ever make it to Charlotte Castle, we better remember this. Okay, now we need to head back to the entrance and cross the bridge. Head up and follow the river closely. Ulrich is waiting for his girlfriend. Well, good luck with that. Now keep heading west, making sure not to walk out and exit the town area until you see a small building and then enter it. Sweet, magic keys. You can only hold 6 at a time. We technically only need 5, but you might as well grab an extra. That's it, we're done for now. If you're curious, you can go around the south area of town from the entrance and find Ulrich's girlfriend. Somebody done messed up. Now at any time you can use the wings to fly back to Tentacle Castle. If you didn't buy it before coming here, you can use 2 keys and grab it from the southeast room, but you'll need to buy another one. Another option is you can kill yourself, lose half your gold, and zoop back to Tentacle Castle, or you can walk back. Either way, Tentacle Castle, here we go. Back at the castle, we need to find the Stones of Sunlight. Walk up to the fountain and head left. The first locked room to your left has some gold, but it's not much, so don't bother with it. I think the keys cost more. Keep going up and use the magic key on the door coming up. This lady tells you when the sun and rain meets, a rainbow bridge shall appear. This is actually a clue, believe it or not. More on this in a second. The little shop sells keys, so as long as you have one to get here, you can restock. Now we just heard about the Stones of Sunlight, and if we have something that has to do with rain, maybe we could build a rainbow to cross that area west of Ramaldar just like Erdrick did. Seems legit. Now follow the east wall of the castle until you see a set of stairs. This old man has been waiting for you and tells you to take the treasure. The Stones of Sunlight. Sweet. Now let's talk to the old man for some more wisdom, or not, I guess. Never mind. Awkward. Now I'm sure excited for the next part. Let's return to Ramaldar and level grind. Alright. So the plan here is that we want to buy the full plate armor for 3,000 and then the magic armor for 7,700. Just like before, without a solid defense, skipping an upgrade is extremely challenging. Stick to the island and encircle the town. Once you buy the full plate, you can now start heading south a little bit to gain more gold and experience. Reach level 10, you can use Stop Spell on the Warlocks, which is pretty effective because they do like to put you to sleep. Now stay in this area because if you go south, you're gonna end up getting killed and it's not worth it. You're just not ready yet. The Wolf Lords and Wraiths give a little bit more gold and experience and hit a little bit harder too, but shouldn't be too bad. Just keep plugging along until you have 7,700 gold, making sure you stay healthy. Alright, at 7,700, you're ready to go. Head back and buy the magic armor. As an added bonus, you'll gain 1 HP per step, which could be a lifesaver. Depending on the gold and experience ratio, you should have either reached level 12 or be pretty close. You need 4,000 experience to reach it, so make sure you do that before you move on. Next up, we're going back to the cave north of Ramaldar. Remember when I said not to explore? Well, this time we're ready, so stock up on whatever else you need and let's head back. Just so you know, there's a good chance at level 12, you may still fail. There's a lot of luck involved. We're going to be fighting the Green Dragon. The cave that holds the princess is actually that one we're going to. Truth be told, it's technically a side quest and you don't have to complete it to beat the game, but that's on your conscience, not mine. There really is no trick other than to pray you don't get smoked in the first 3 rounds. Now try and cast Sleep. It's a 3 out of 16 chance from what I've heard and no guarantee that it'll last more than 1 round. If you die, kiss half your gold goodbye, but you'll end up at Tentacle Castle. If you're scared, you can wait till later in the game where you can go to Tentacle Castle to save first, then attempt a Green Dragon fight. No shame in any decision. Head up to the top of the cave, making a right, and follow it back down. Once you see this spot, prepare for your battle. Now I attempted to defeat the dragon 4 times. The first time I just brute force attacked and died. The second time I tried sleep, which worked, but for only 1 round. Eventually I was able to put the dragon to sleep and he never woke up, so I was able to hack away until I won. You'll want to use herbs if you can to survive, since heal barely negates 1 round of damage. The dragon only has 65 HP, so if you can get a critical hit and you can stay asleep, you should be able to knock him out even if you're a lower level. But it is tough, just letting you know. Once you've managed, keep walking and you'll see the princess locked up. Nice. Hopefully you still have some keys left. If you followed my guide, you should have some. Snag the princess and walk back to Tentacle Castle. Once inside Tentacle Castle, some people thank you for saving the princess and others won't even realize you're carrying her around. Talk to the king and he'll thank you for saving the princess. Afterwards, talk to the princess and she'll give you her love. Say no if you want, but thou must love her at some point. Inside the castle, use Gwaelin's love as an item and it'll tell you how much experience points you need to level up. Outside the castle will give you the coordinates from the castle. 00 meaning you're on the castle. This will come in handy later, which is why we kind of needed to save the princess when we did. Now you might be wondering what to do next, but if you remember, we never went back to Gwaelin and unlocked any doors. That's our next goal, so save your game and get moving. When you enter, use a key to enter the building up ahead to the right. Another reference to Hawk's Nest, which is far to the south. That's the place we still need to go, and now we know the direction. You can snag the treasure here if you want, if you have room. If you're tempted to talk to the 2 guards, don't waste your key. They're not particularly useful. Walk a few steps against the wall to find a hidden path out. The old man speaks of a harp and to stay away from the grave. Well, just do the sensible thing and ignore him. Take the stairs, be careful not to overshoot it. Doing so means you might not have enough keys to get back. Once inside, cast Radiant. The enemies aren't tough until you get deeper into the cave, but at level 12 you shouldn't have any issues. From the stairs, walk right to the wall. Then head up, making the first right you can see. Now continue till you hit a wall again. Then go down till you see a door. Hopefully you have an extra key. You won't need any more for now. Continue through the cave and take the stairs. Now this room is a square with lots of stairs that can take you places. There are other treasures to get, but it's really not necessary. We are at the northeast part of the room and we need to get to the southwest part of the room to take those stairs. Now even deeper, expect tougher enemies and head upward and take the right at the split. Follow the path to the end and head right to the stairs. From here, just walk any direction and you can see the stairs on the other side. This is the final area. No boss to worry about, just grab the chest. We now have the silver harp. At level 12, you can cast outside. Nice. But what's with the harp? If you use this item, it'll summon enemies right to you. Could be helpful for level grinding, but I find is not really necessary. What we need to do is something else quick. Now head back towards Cole and you'll see to the west that there's a little opening which leads you through a forest surrounded by mountains. Follow that and at the top take the stairs. If you've come here before getting the harp, the old man will give you a test. Bring him the silver harp and he'll hand over the staff of rain. With the staff of rain and the stones of sunlight, we now have what we need to create a rainbow. But what now? Well, it's time to head to Hawksnest and beyond. But unfortunately, we're gonna need to level grind a bit and save up to, 9,800 gold. Let's head back south of Garnaham and even further than the mountain cave where we got the fighter's ring. Once you see the bridge, cross it and get familiar with this area. You'll see a desert, but we don't want to go through there yet. Just stay above and grind till you have about 9,800 gold. If you come across the Demon Knight, you may want to run. He can do tons of damage, he can make you regret grinding in this area. Once you reach level 13, you can learn the return spell which works like wings by warping you back to Tentacle Castle. It'll cost 8 magic points, but it's worth it to head home and save your game when you're in rough shape. With 10k in your pocket, you should be about level 13 or 14 at this point. This seems like a perfect time to end the chapter. When we come back, we're going to explore some new areas. Grinding in this area can be pretty tough, so feel free to go to an easier area if you find yourself getting beat up too much. I hope you're enjoying this guide so far, and please be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in chapter 3.